Story time! So, during Northside 2023, Lookout gave me a Bender badge from Defcon24, including all the parts, so that was super cool. And so I got started in assembling it. And here's the process of assembling it with a heat plate. It's not as clean as I wanted, but it will do. Alright, so let's get into programming the Bender badge. There was some problem that I faced during programming. So it appears that the USB is broken. I think I might have broken the trace. You have these two pins. So data in negative, data in positive, and that goes to the USB here. So this part and this part. So I think something is wrong here because whenever I plug it in, nothing happens and the system is not able to detect it. So using an ST-Link, I was able to flash the binary that was in the GitHub repo. So even with the correct firmware, the UART through USB still did not work. I was not able to program the external flash memory. So I had to be creative and I had to go and change which UART it is using to program the flash memory. Because how this badge is working is that you flash the main firmware on it, and then you can enter a flash programming mode within the firmware, and it will take in data from the UART and then flash the memory. So pretty cool. But if the USB doesn't work, then you can't communicate with it. So yeah, in the end, what I had to do is that I connected it to the ST-Link, as you can see here. This thing, this part. So you have, this is the ST-Link connector. So I will flash everything through ST-Link instead of through USB. I will edit the firmware so that it is using a different UART. This one here from connector P1. You have serial TX, serial RX. That goes to here. So in other words, edit the firmware, change it to that, then compile the firmware, flash it with the ST-Link through this connector, boot the firmware, run the application, enter the flash programming mode, and then use RxTX to flash the memory. Everything I changed to serial 1 instead of serial.begin, and that will enable the USART1 channel. More specifically, it will basically activate this channel here, and that's how I can access the serial TX and RX. So I updated all of the instances of that everywhere in all the files. So now I can flash it. And uploading, done uploading. There you go. It works. So in here, then you can go to System and serial mode. Before I activate serial mode, let me show you PuTTY. So PuTTY is loaded, and I can activate ready, and that's when you can start flashing. So inside provision, you have a script here, a Python script, flash.py. You run this, and then it is basically looking for the word ready, and then it will start sending the assets to the flash memory. And then that's how I got all of the images to get onto the badge. All right, so to summarize, I had to tinker a bit and find a alternate solutions. I think I broke the trace for the USB, and had to basically go through good old ST-Link and good old different UART channel. So yeah, there it is. Go in, have like cool animations, and all those are assets that are programmed onto the flash memory. So to conclude, I'd like to thank Lookout for his beautiful gift of this Defcon24 badge. It was super fun to assemble and to program. And I will see you all at Defcon in 3 weeks. All right. See you soon. Bye.